Hey, what's going on everyone? This is our Reviews back with another video, and today we're talking about iOS 26.1 Beta 2. Now this update has been amazing, a lot of new features and changes, and a big change to the liquid glass design that Apple has added to the new iOS 26. Now this is basically the biggest change that Apple has done to the liquid glass design since the release of iOS 26 Beta 1. You will see what they have done here in a few minutes. They have added a new feature that will change the way you see liquid glass on your iOS 26.1 device. So we're going to talk about that and a lot more new features and changes that we have been able to discover on iOS 26.1 Beta 2. Now before we get into all that, I just want to ask you guys for a really quick favor. Most of you guys that watch my videos are currently not subscribed to the channel. So if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more of them, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel a lot. So let me show you guys what this big change I'm talking about is. Well, you will notice first off here when I go to the settings app, so we have the search section right here for settings, and you can see this is a liquid glass design. So basically this UI element has the liquid glass effect, but you will notice something that is different. It has that black border around, which makes it much easier for you to actually see that UI element. And if I go out here, you can see that same border right here around the dock. If I go to the control center, you can see that border is now also around all the elements on the control center. All of these are of course on the liquid glass design. Let's head on to the lock screen. Right on the lock screen right here, you can see I have the clock on the liquid glass effect, and you can see it has that border. And also the buttons right here do have that border. This makes liquid glass much easier to notice, and of course it pops up way more with that border around. It is actually pretty cool, and you will see this throughout iOS 26.1. So you will see it right here on the passcode buttons. If I go anywhere here, so if I go to the spotlight, you will see that border right here around the search bar, around the keyboard. If I go to a new note, you will see all the elements here do have that liquid glass effect. So if I go right here, you can see to the menus, everything will have that border. It makes it much easier for you to actually view the elements, and it looks actually kind of cool. So what do you do and how do you enable this for your device? Well, pretty simple. You head on to the settings, go under accessibility right here, and then go to display and text size. And you will have this button right here, display borders. This is a new button that will actually add this border to the UI elements that are on the liquid glass effect. So you can see right here, just notice that button. Once I enable it, it will now have that circle around. And as I said, it actually looks really cool. I like the way Apple has done this. It makes it much easier for you to view and notice all the different elements on the liquid glass effect. And of course, a lot of people that maybe didn't like the liquid glass on their iOS 26 device, maybe this will change their mind, as again, it's much easier to notice everything on the screen of your iPhone. And then of course, a lot of other changes as well. One of them right here on the Photos app, when you go to your screenshots, you can see now that the screenshots will be on full screen. So the UI elements will be down here and up here, and won't actually overlay your screenshot. So the screenshot is a bit smaller, but it will be in the middle of the screen with all the elements at the top and at the bottom. And you can notice again that border here on all the elements. It does actually look really cool. And here's one of my favorite changes on iOS 26.1 Beta 2, even though it's a small change, but it's pretty cool. If you go under sounds and haptics, you will have silent mode right here, and you can see now when we enable it, it does actually turn red. It doesn't just turn the switch to green, letting you know that it's enabled, but it turns in red, meaning that the silent mode is now enabled on your device. There are more changes to the liquid glass design as well. When you go to edit one of your wallpapers or add a new wallpaper, when you go to customize right here and you go to edit the clock, you will notice now the background is also on the liquid glass. Now previously they updated the buttons here, and now they have updated this whole like pop-up right here, so everything here is now on the liquid glass design. Now talking about wallpapers, you will also have other changes here as well. First of all, you will have this new pinch photo to crop animation. Previously it would say just pinch to crop and it had a different icon. Now they have actually updated it and it just shows for like a second and it goes away. You will also have this other pop-up right here for extended wallpaper. You will also have that little icon right there that has been updated, and it shows a much different than previously with the first beta of iOS 26.1. So extended wallpaper, and now it also has a little icon. Now liquid glass has been also added to the writing tools. So if you go to the writing tools on iOS 26.1 beta 2, now this background will be with the liquid glass effect, even though you cannot actually notice it that good right here because it's all white, but it has a liquid glass effect here on the background of the writing tools. Now, Apple has also updated a lot of the animations. A lot of the animations on iOS 26.1 beta 2 have been enhanced, especially right here on like menus like this. When you go to search and you go to the home here to view all the different like sections, you will notice these pop-ups are a bit different, and also the animations on the home screen when getting in and out of the different like apps will have like a bounce to the icons, which is pretty cool. And again, you will notice that border here. You can see how cool it looks on the calculator app. It's actually a great change to the liquid glass on iOS 26.1 beta 2. And a smaller change also here on the home screen, when you go to edit your icons and you choose the tint option, you will notice if you actually do compare this to beta 1, you will have a lighter, like brighter colors of the tint right here for your icons. A smaller change, but you will notice it basically only if you compare it to side by side, but it has a much lighter effect on the icons. And last but not least, we're moving to the App Store. A smaller change right here when you go to your App Store and you go to your account, you will notice that if you go to the different sections right here, these arrows are now blue instead of black. They used to be like black or gray. Now they have that like that blue color, which makes them pop up more, and of course you can just see them more easily with this new color. So that's basically it for this video, guys. This is what's new with the second beta of iOS 26.1. A lot of amazing changes, especially this change with the liquid glass effect. It's actually really awesome. It makes it much easier for you to basically notice everything on your screen. You can see right here everything pops up more, and every element that's on the liquid glass will now have a border around it, making it much easier on the display. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it and you found it helpful. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you on the next one.